What's good, Washington fans? Welcome to Victory Tuesday. Got my channel members with me, man. I got my guy, Kitty Man DMV. Make sure you guys sub him up. He does basketball content. Make sure you guys sub up Warpath. He does watching football content. And congrats to Warpath, man. He is the director, man. My man's got a upgrade new gig. Congratulations, man.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I'm gonna shout out some people in the chat real quick. Big Simple, shout out to him. He's a channel member. We lit. That's my guy. Make sure you guys sub up Big Simple. Brian Rome says Fuller's been getting cooked for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah, he has. The whole defense has been getting sizzled. James Panda, what's up, man? Born Star says, what's good from Germany? Hell to the football team. What's up, man? Jared Sports said, what's up, Ed? When you going to collaborate with me in the 10 Sports Talk? We do a podcast every Wednesday. We'd love to have you on. Definitely, man. Yeah, hit me up on Twitter. Definitely hit me up. Make sure you guys sub up to Jared Sports Take Loser. The Skins fan says, what's up, Alex Coy? What's up, Lionel? JB Hardy, what's up? What's good, Mom? Hi. She says, hi. What's going on? She's a channel member too. Reggie Reg is a channel member. Shout out to him. So let's get to it. We're gonna recap the game real quick, and then we're gonna talk about the Saints game coming up. And then, we'll do a quick schedule prediction because the next time I'll see you guys on the channel is going to be in November. So the next 4 games, I think, is do or die. So we got to do a schedule prediction on those next 4 games coming up. But I'll start off with your reaction to the game on Sunday, the win. Squeaked out a win against a bad team. We're a bad team right now too, but a win is a win, so I'll take it. But I wanted to get you guys' thoughts on Taylor Heinicke and his performance. What did you like? What did you didn't like? And how do you like his performance through the first 4 games? And do you think there is a possibility that Taylor Heinicke could be a long-term answer, a quarterback for the Washington football team? And Kenny, I'll let you go first.
I mean, anything's possible. I definitely like what I've seen. He's fun to watch. He's like entertaining. You know what I mean? It's like you're rooting for him. But the kid can actually play. Like he could play. Like he just has a backyard street ball, best guy on the court, best guy on the field, mentality. Give your guy a chance. I just like what I see. But he definitely got to clean up those throws, the overthrows, the underthrows, because the good teams, they're going to pick that off. Even that touchdown to Terry, that was a prayer. That was a bad
Kenny,
throw.
your sound went off, Kenny.
You said the sound went off?
I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me take my headphone off.
Okay.
Quick. You still hear more, Pat?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear Kenny just good.
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah, hey Kenny, yeah, hop out, hop back in.
You said hop out. Okay.
Yeah, it might be my AirPod, but yeah, Kenny was spitting facts, but
yeah,
I don't know. We got some technical difficulties there. It might be on my end. I don't know, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, what were your thoughts, man? You can go ahead. Before back in.
Yeah, I think I got a retract on some of my statements I've said about Heinicke before in the past. Man, he's fun to watch. He'll get you. He'll get you believing in some things. Get you believing he can walk on water. That he could be the second coming of something special here in Washington. Is his game perfect? Absolutely not. But the one thing about him is the kid's got moxie, and he goes out there and he leaves everything on the field. Now, there's not one game that I've come out of thinking that, well, he just didn't try. Like every play, it's maximum effort from Heinicke. And I think that's something we haven't really seen out of a quarterback in Washington. You really think about Kirk Cousins too. Sometimes he was taking plays off. I never think Heinicke takes a play off. It's always like he's making a play. Now, am I comfortable with giving him the whole farm and everything like that and say, this guy, I'm comfortable with him. No, but I'm happy with him, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. I can't wait to see if he's gonna crack some crab legs over the defense of the Saints this week. So
yeah, how about you, Kenny?
Can you hear me now? We good?
Yeah, I got you. I think my AirPods, but go ahead.
Yeah, so Taylor, like I was saying, that throw to Terry, it was a bad throw, but the guy's just living right, you know what I mean? And like he said, he watched a lot of Brett Favre. Brett Favre did a lot of unbelievable things, but he also would throw an interception or two. You know what I mean? He was a gunslinger. So I love what I see from Heinicke. I like watching him. It's becoming must watch. I won't go to the bathroom or nothing now unless they stop. Like I don't want to miss nothing. You know what I mean? I would stand up and hold it and walk back and forth. And be like, okay, are they gonna call a timeout or is the play over with? All right, I'm going to the bathroom, and if I hear that, I'm jetting from the bathroom so I don't miss a play because you just never know with this guy. You never know what he's gonna do. So I'm really, really happy for him. I'm glad he's playing well. My thing is, I want to see him when he does have a bad game. How will he bounce back? He already did it one time. He had that back breaking interception. And the rebound was spectacular and felt good.
Yeah, I mean, he's a gamer. He's a baller, man. Bud Light, he talked about how he was living in his sister's house or his sister-in-law's house. Wasn't playing football for a little bit. The guy can play, man. And honestly, I don't think that pass was a bad pass. I love the pass. It was a YOLO pass. But it's Terry McLaurin, so you got to give Terry a chance. Terry's there somewhere. I know it was that pass where it's like, no, don't shoot it. And then somehow he makes it. But honestly, I think 9 times out of 10, Terry's gonna make that catch. You got to know your personnel. If it's somebody else, no knock against Adam Humphries. But if it's Adam Humphries, then he might not come down with it. But since it's Terry McLaurin or Jeremy Sprinkle, Sprinkle wouldn't get that. But if it's Terry McLaurin, Terry's gonna come down with it. So I love that play. Yeah. I would have told him to do it 9 times out of 10. The McKissick play, I love that too.
That was an ill-advised throw, man.
Ill-advised throw.
Which one? The McKissick throw?
McKissick, that was worse.
Yeah, look. But Terry, that was like you played Madden. That was what you call a user catch. User catch. The computer couldn't make that catch. That was a user catch.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to know your guys. Him and Terry, they got this connection right now. Heinicke, he does get lucky. I'm not gonna lie. He should have got picked twice. Yeah. Should have got picked even more against the Bills. Probably should have had 4 picks against the Bills. But the guy, he makes plays, and sometimes it's better to be lucky, but he's playing well right now. He's the best quarterback we've had in probably like the past, 3 years. I like Alex Smith. He's a game manager, but like you said, you could go to the bathroom whenever you want when Alex Smith is playing, but you don't want to miss a play when Heinicke is playing. So I want to get to you guys studs and duds in the game. Who you guys thought played well, who didn't play well. I mean, that one should be pretty easy, but Warpath, I'll let you go first.
Well, let's start with the duds, right? Oh God, where do you start at? Old Bobby McCain. Then he got the nerve to cuss out the media, how they cover. How about you actually cover somebody on the field while they're covering you? So like, don't bite on stuff and everything, and then you like, oh, y'all gonna cover? Yeah, they gonna cover you like you trash because that's what you are. William Jackson 3 Sticks PI. That's not personal investigator or private eye, whatever you want to call it. It is pass interference. The brother has 4 pass interference in 4 games. Death, taxes, William Jackson III is always going to get called for pass interference in this. John Bostic, God rest his career, but Lord have mercy. That dude, add injury to insult, right? He got injured, and then he gave up that touchdown that should have been a tackle for loss against Mike Davis. He takes it into the end zone. Jiminy crickets. Chase Young, I still don't know where he's at, but it is what it is. And old rusty, dusty Rev T calls them sugarfoots. How does this man, how does he have a job, y'all? And he's about to get replaced by a kicker named Blewett. Like, I don't know if that's a streetwalker's name or if that's actually somebody that just messes up on kicks, but I digress in that situation. Good. We talked about him. Taylor Heinicke. The man does. He's Houdini in a bottle. J.D. McKissic is the secret weapon on this offense. I think you remember he had that big play against the Giants, right? He even had a touchdown too, where Taylor checked off and handed him the ball. And Terry McLaurin, my gosh, y'all, what do you do? Scott, what are you doing, man? You should target him on every play, right? You went from 4 targets in week 1. And I think he's had close to double-digit targets the last 3 games. Year 2 and 1 in those games. So, I mean, the record speaks for itself right there. So I think that's where you got your big thing. Antonio Gibson, you need to feel that brother a little bit more too. Guy can do things, but you gotta let him do it. So. Yeah, those are my duds and my studs.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you. Chris Blewett, to sign him, that's ironic. We just got some crazy stuff going on this week too. We're not gonna get into the off the field stuff. Everybody knows what happened with the trainer, and we had multiple injuries. That will be my next question. But who is your studs and duds, Kenny?
Let's start off with the duds. Everybody that was checking Cordell Patterson. Man, he was burning everybody up. I don't know. At first, he was taking turns. Like you like Oprah. You get a car. Bro, he was burning people up. I was just watching. I said, "Oh, he burnt him too. Oh, that's Fuller. He burnt him. He burnt Landon Collins. He burnt McCain. He was burning everybody the hell up. That right there, that was crazy. So everybody in the secondary, all the cornerbacks, the duds. No, you know what I mean? Like all of them. As for the good though, Taylor, how about Curtis Samuel, clutch, 4th down catch, 3rd down catch, clutch. How about DeAndre Carter? We needed that. That right there, that broke the game open. It was just like, okay, all right, time to play. You know what I mean? And then Terry doing this thing, and then Taylor, he has this it factor. Not only does he has the what I like to call a team takeover. Once he started playing good, it seemed like it rubs off on the defense, on the offense. It's like, oh, if he could do it, we could do it. We can't let him down. He just has that. Kirk Cousins didn't have that. I don't know what it is, bro. Like he be having me wanting to jump in the TV and be like, okay, throw me a pass too. I got you. I'm not gonna let you down. Like he's just, like I said, team takeover. Once he start balling, everybody just come alive, and we need that. I'm so happy. I think he's gonna work out. I truly do. I think he's gonna get better and better with every game, every rep he takes. Yeah, the man can play.
I think so too. I want to see a game where he doesn't start down. I want to see a game where it's not 10-0, where they scored a 95 yards drive on the first drive. We miss a kick. We're down 10-0, 21-0. I want to see them help Heinicke. I want to see them run the ball more and let him run more as well. But Heinicke's a gamer, like you said. He's a baller. He's got that it factor. He's got a chip on his shoulder, the legend of Taylor Heinicke. Chase Young yelling Heinicke. The guys love playing for him. They love rallying for him. It's not pretty. Sometimes it's ugly. Like I said, the pass to Terry, the pass to JD. It's a 50-50 ball, but he gives guys a chance. The guys rally behind him. My studs was Taylor. Like you said, DeAndre Carter. He's a guy, he gets mad every time he doesn't get a kick return. He stepped up in the 4th quarter. That was a huge catch over the middle. He was wide open, but we've had guys drop the pass that have been wide open in these past games, He stepped up. Terry McLaurin, of course, a stud. That's an easy one. Curtis Samuel, like you said, that 3rd down, that 4th down. I give all those guys studs on that one. A dud for me, of course, the whole secondary, Bobby McCain talking to the media like that. You got to show up. This is the 2nd time we've had blown coverage. Darius Slayton should have got a touchdown against us, wide open, and then Cordarrelle Patterson having 3 tubs, having a hat trick, and that he's not even he's like a gadget guy. We let him run crazy on us. Kendall Fuller has been disappointing. William Jackson III has been disappointing. I really hope he's not another Josh Norman. John Bostic, I hope he gets better. Of course, he was a dud as well. Just that missed tackle on Mike Davis, that was terrible. That was inexcusable. The whole secondary was just terrible. Jack Del Rio, he might be a dud for me too. Honestly, in the Hail Mary play, we had guys blitz, and he only put like 4 guys in the back. They really could have scored if the wide receivers for the Falcons were better on that. They could have fooled around and caught a touchdown on that pass. So I think Jack Del Rio was a dud for me. He's probably been a dud the whole season. The whole defense is a unit, the coaches and the players together. Nobody gets off the hook for me. So, but yeah, but getting on, I'm gonna get to some chat stuff too. I'll shout some people out. Rufio Door Gunner, what's up, man? He's a channel member. What's going on, man? Some people talking about Chase Young saying he has a sophomore slump. The refs were a dud for me too on both sides. There were some bad calls for the Falcons too. I'm not gonna lie. I think we got the short end of the stick, but you know that forward progress call on Cole Holcomb, I thought that was a fumble that Cole Holcomb forced. And of course the roughing the passer, that was the worst roughing the passer call I've ever seen in my life. I couldn't believe when that happened. But Chase Young does need to wrap up and just sack the guy. That was ridiculous. But let's get to the injuries. Rufio, what's up, man? Alexander Spiffy, what's going on? He said Raps are the duds as well. OKG 2000, what's up, man? So let's get to the injuries. So Logan Thomas will not be playing on Sunday. Bostic's done for the year. Torrey McTire is done for the year. Let me know if I'm forgetting anybody. We'll see if Diami plays. Brandon Sheriff, of course, I'm not going to say of course, but Brandon Sheriff will not be playing on Sunday.
It's normal.
Life,
Right?
death, taxes, pass interference, William Jackson, and Brandon Sheriff being out for 2 to 3 weeks. That's your all-pro, boys and girls.
Yeah.
Right, so Brandon Sheriff is going to be out. AM Hunter, what's up, man? Brandon Sheriff's not going to be there. DMV Sports Zone, what's going on, man? That's my guy. Make sure you guys sub up DMV Sports Zone. So out of all the injuries, which one do you think is more impactful? And then which guys do you want to see step up? I know Troy Apke, he might be getting some playing time now. This is kind of what we don't want to see with all the corners being hurt, Torrey McTire being out. Ben St. Juice, we don't know if he's going to be ready on Sunday with a concussion. We know how that can linger. We've seen guys on the Washington football team with concussions be out for the whole year. They get an injury in the second week of or even in preseason. We had a guy who had a concussion in preseason, didn't even play the whole season. So which injury did you think was the most impactful or hurtful for the team? And what guy do you think is going to be able to step up? And Warpath, I'll let you go first.
Well, I think the most impactful one, it's got to be because you got a lot of the guys got hurt were garbage anyway. I think the only two that are really worth anything would have been Logan Thomas, right? I think that's the most impactful. That's not me being biased. And then your all pro Brandon Sheriff. I think you'll have an easier time replacing Sheriff than you would Logan Thomas because you don't really know. Like, I mean, Ricky Seals-Jones, he's played spot duty, right? But he has had that. That moment in his career where he can be a starter. But you've got Schweitzer who can come in there. You can kick him in the right guard and see what happens. Or if you want to move Eric Flowers over, hopefully he can do the same thing. I don't know. But I think those two injuries are most impactful to this team going forward because at the end of the day, John Bostic doesn't really hurt anything. I mean, the three of us could play middle linebacker right now for Washington. And then, defensive wise, McTire, maybe. But if St. Juice is out for a while, I think it's more of a liability because then we get everybody's favorite affirmative action in Troy Apke out there. So,
how about your boy Brandon Sheriff?
I said, look, I knew this was going to happen. I told y'all that. I told y'all long ago that this was going to happen. It was guaranteed. I would have put my paycheck on it that he was going to be out for multiple games. He's on the all-pro injury list right now. Ask Nati, he knows.
How about you, Kenny?
Got to go with the same thing Corey said. I mean, Logan, of course. Then you got Sheriff. But I'm curious to see. I want to see Bates. I want to see more of Bates. Can he do more than just blocking? Can he make catches as well? Will he spring the running game? Because they say he's one of the best blockers on the team. So will it help? You know what I mean? So I want to see these young guys anyway. I've been wanting to see more of Jamin Davis. You know what I mean? Hopefully Bostic is okay, but at the same time, bro, I'm gonna keep it 100. He was in the way.
Come on, man.
He needed to be a healthy scratch anyway. You know what I mean? Because that's just crazy. I don't see what they see in him. I just don't. Other than last year he was our thug. Like when we needed some like somebody to break the rules real quick and hurt somebody, he would do that. You know, he good for that. He's what you call he's the guy in the car like, all right, give me the stuff, man. I'll take it. Just bail me out. He's that guy. You know what I mean? So yeah, I want to see the young guys anyway. So Sheriff for sure, but you know, Schweitzer, he can come right in. He's a starter. And then Logan for sure. He's a baller. He's a baller.
Yeah, so Sadiq Charles is going to play. Sammy's Reyes is going to play. We'll see how Sammy's does. Sammy's, he concerns me a little bit because he was bobbling catches in preseason. Concerns me a little bit. Sadiq Charles, you know, he didn't play much last year, so we'll see what he can do. I do like Ricky Seals-Jones. He's going to have to step up big time for us. He did drop 2 catches on Sunday, but he did have a huge catch in the Giants game for a touchdown. So he's a little iffy for me. And then Diami not being there, you know, Dax Mill might have to step in. Or if Diami's not there, we'll see. We don't know what happened with that. Antonio Gibson was banged up a little bit too. Hopefully, I think he'll be able to play. But Boston being out, like you said, like you got Jamin's got to step. He's our first round pick, so he's got to get more playing time. He's got to get better. Got to see what we get from him, and then hopefully, Apke doesn't have to touch the field on any meaningful snaps. I mean, we can't really get worse than what we are right now, but I don't know. We want to see. We definitely want to see it.
You said Diami's hurt too? I didn't know Diami's hurt.
Yeah, he hurt his knee on one play, so it's nowhere near as bad as like Bostic and McTire or anything like that. They haven't really listed a time.
You need to bring up Harmon, bring up Kelvin Harmon.
Yeah, you might have to bring up Harmon. You might have to bring up AGG out of Liberty and see what he can.
I like AGG.
Yeah, I like AGG too. He's a little slow, but I mean, you got to let him play, man. He's a contested catch guy. We got to give that guy a chance. So I want to see what happens with that. But let's get to the defense again. Del Rio, how are you guys feeling about Jack Del Rio? Do you feel like he should be on the hot seat? You know, of course, he's not with Ron, but how you guys feeling about Jack Del Rio so far?
Well, I do. Oh, you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, one thing I hope is, you know, that they get it right. That's the biggest thing, because this defense, I don't know what it is, whether it's communication, whether it's coaches, whether it's the ineptitude of the players, or if there's a competition they're playing against. It seems like they don't make adjustments. There's no aggression on that defense whatsoever. It's like they don't get after the quarterback. They miss their lanes. They play that soft, like cover, that zone. I mean, I've seen plays where in the Atlanta game, it was like 3rd and 3 in the red zone or something like that, and our secondary was lined up behind the line of the game, like 3 or 4 yards. They weren't even at the line.
Yeah.
And guess what they did? Converted it easily. So I don't know what's going on with Jack. Do I think he's going to be here next year? I don't know. That's too soon. I don't even know he's going to be here tomorrow. If they go out here, you know, it's interesting if you think about it too. Rob Ryan was the defense coordinator for the New Orleans Saints. Washington dropped 47 on him. I think this was in his second year. He was fired the next day after that game. Could this be something like that? I don't know. But Jack, I mean, they got to be accountable to this. I mean, Jack has come out and said, well, I'm not really into the evaluating of our guys. And I think you're the defensive coordinator. You're the head defensive man. And the fact of the matter is, your coach is a defensive-oriented guy as well, too. And y'all can't get it right on 3rd down. This team is the second worst, probably the worst now in 3rd down conversion, giving about 50, almost 60% of 3rd down. That's what Kenny shoots on the streets when he's cooking these people from behind the arc.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like, I mean, there's no urgency on 3rd down. None whatsoever. I haven't seen it yet. So I don't know. To answer your question, man, going on a long time, I think I think Ryan Vermillion need to pull out some of those secret needles that he's got being investigated for and shoot up Jack Del Rio. Maybe give him some mood to change his mood or something like that. But I don't know, bro. They pissed me off. That defense pissed me off. Then Landon's sorry ass. He wants to say, oh, I'm not going to play linebacker.
I cut his ass.
I would too, with a knife, scissors.
Scissors.
Just,
Box cutter.
that Mexican's getting into me now, so it's the Sanchez.
Yeah, hey, Troy, you got cut Landon with a box cutter since he's a box safety.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, Del Rio, man, look, he gotta do something. These dinosaur tactics is not working. You know what I mean? He gonna have to do something. They got to play better, or give me one of these young guys that put a bunch of gel and mousse in their hair. I prefer one of those guys out of college. Like, get one of them. Give me a McVay. Give me a Cliff Kingsbury. Give me one of those guys that look like that. They seem like they know what they're doing. You know what I mean? So I don't know what we have to do, but Ron got to figure that out, you know, because I know he got love for Del Rio, and that's his man. But hey, he looking bad out there. The players looking bad, but they're good players. You know what I mean? So is it the scheme? And then Ron keep on making excuses if everybody's in their right spot in the right fit. I don't want to hear that right fit. Like that shit ain't working. Do something else. It's not working. It doesn't work, Ron. I wish I could tell him that. He probably smacked me, but I'd be like, bro, that shit sucks. It doesn't work. Yeah,
third down's a bit bad. If it's 3rd and 15, I already know it's going to be converted. Somebody's going to be wide open on the middle field. I was surprised when we actually got a 3rd down stop against the Falcons. It's either they drop a pass. That's the only way we really get stops right now. If they drop a pass right now. Michelle Locklear says, why nobody talking about the 2 takeaways referee after this on. So yeah, I did talk about the Cole Holcomb one where it was a forward progress. I did talk about that one. I don't know the other one. Do you guys remember the other one?
The Chase Young.
Yeah, Chase Young.
Oh, the Chase Young one. Okay, yeah.
And we went like this. He went like this. Never even touched Matt Ryan.
Yeah, that was a terrible call.
But you know the most egregious thing on that thing was Bobby McCain picked the ball off.
Yeah.
On 4th down. Just drop the ball.
Just drop the ball.
No awareness. That's why. And then you have the nerve to cuss people out about it.
He didn't even try to run when he caught that ball. He just jumped out of bounds. Dummy.
Yeah, he definitely could have ran after that.
What?
Somebody asked about Scott Turner, but Jason Jones said start Jamin and Khalil Hudson and Holcomb at linebackers. That probably will be the plan. Somebody did ask about Scott Turner. I wanted to get you guys' thoughts on Scott Turner. Carlton Cherry says, do you guys think that Washington offensive coordinator has a game plan? He stops running the ball when it's working. What do you guys think? This buddy system that the head coach has with these coaches will get him fired. What are you guys' thoughts on Scott Turner so far in 4 games? I think he's been up and down personally. I think he's had some good moments. I think there have been some boneheaded moments. But yeah, Kenny, I'll let you go first on Scott Turner.
This last game, it was okay. How about y'all though? Like I got really, really excited when I seen Curtis Samuel run on the outside and go in the backfield. I said, "Oh shucks, I've been waiting for this go gadget stuff." You know what I mean? So, maybe we just need more of our featured players in the game, and he could do more. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt for now. He's pissed me off at times, but this last game, I kind of liked it. I think he should have gave Gibson the ball more. You know, they couldn't stop him, you know, but Matty Ice, he was slaying us, so I get why he got away from it. I also think that he should put give Jared Patterson more touches. I understand McKisson is doing his thing, but I got a feeling if you give Jared Patterson a little bit more touches, he's gonna break one. I feel like Gibson and Patterson will be like thunder and lightning. And then you just spell McKissick. You put him in, to do whatever he's gonna do. He could pop out. You could put them all 3 in at the same time. Honestly, like open up the playbook all the way. Let's do something different.
Yeah, I do want to see Patterson. Patterson got a nice cut. He had a nice catch for a 1st down, so I do want to see some more Jared Patterson sprinkled in there. How about you, Warpath?
So I think it's a little bit different with me. I do agree that they need to focus on running the ball a little bit more, especially with the way this defense is playing. I think they needed it. Y'all know I talk about 3rd down ad nauseum. This is the worst 3rd down offense in the league. I think convert about 24% of their 3rd down attempts. Now that in a lot of Washington, And we've been for real. I don't think Washington's been penalized that much on offense this year. It's just them shooting themselves in the foot.
Mhm.
I will give a longer leash to Scott Turner because he's in his second year and he really hadn't had a quarterback that he handpicked besides Taylor Heinicke. And we see what he's doing with that offense, right? I think that they need to shore up a couple of things. I'm glad that Curtis Samuel decided not to study at Paul Richardson University last week, and he actually was doing some things. He was trying to earn his money after not being available since June. Thought he did pretty well there. Kind of what Kenny was talking about, doing the go-go gadget thing. I think it'll come to Scott. I'm hoping it will. But I mean, you think about it, this offense has scored 20-some points in the last 3 games, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what's the offense's main objective? To put points on the board. They put 24 on the board last week. No, what they put? They put 28 on the board, and then they put 21 last week. So, I think that there's sometimes they are a little shoddy at best, but I think it's a growing pain. The man finally has a consistent quarterback. I mean, you think about it, Heinicke's probably the longest quarterback he's really had the time with in this small offense since he's been in Washington, because Kyle Allen got hurt for those couple of games. It's been Heinicke, and then you got Alex Smith, then Strip Club Simba, and then Kyle Allen. So I mean, the guy's working through it, man. Now I see this stuff at the end of the year. Yeah, we're gonna have to have a talk.
Yeah, Scott, I'm not the biggest Scott fan, but Scott has been good. Like you said, he's had 4, 5, 6 quarterbacks he's had to coach and scheme up for. Like every 2 or 3 games is a different quarterback, so that is hard on the OC. The only troubles I had with him is sometimes he tries to get a little too cute. I hated that 4th and 1 and shotgun. I was very upset when I saw that, and it went nowhere. The 2nd and 6 in the second half on the game-winning drive, he ran another run out of the shotgun formation with J.D. McKissick, and we lost the yard. Then it became 3rd and 7, but of course we kept moving the ball. He is able to scheme receivers open. Him and Heinicke, they have a connection since they're like bros. They really are. Scott Turner's looked out for Heinicke to bring him in to Washington. So I think so far in 4 games, I give him about a B- right now. I think there's some things that he has left on the table with some play calling. I still, in the Giants game where Heinicke did throw the interception, some of that was on Heinicke because I think McKissick was open in the flats where he threw the interception against the Giants. But I did not like throwing. I didn't like throwing the ball on a second down when you do have a lead. But shout out to Dave DC. He has a question. He says, every semi-talented quarterback has to be excited to play us. Other teams' quarterbacks know his passes will be caught or bounce off of their player at worst. How do we stop the secondary issues? I do want to ask you guys about Chase Young. How you guys feeling about Chase Young through 4 games? Are you still? Of course, we all still believe in Chase Young. I think he can still. It's 17 games. He could end up with 10 sacks. I predicted him to get 9 or 9.5 sacks. Through 4 games, it's kind of looking iffy right now. But I just want you guys to answer Dave and DC's question and then thoughts about Chase Young in the first 4 games and how you guys think he's going to finish up the season as well. And Kenny, I'll let you go first.
Oh man, the secondary. I mean, I have no clue. They got to play. Maybe they got to sit some guys down and let the Jeremy Reeves play, and the other the Shazer Everett's, those guys play, because we need to do something. We need what Ron be saying. We need a spark. We need someone to give us a spark. And the defense, the secondary is terrible. It's like when it's 3rd and 11. When the team drop back, they're going to catch it. Like I'd be like, all right, I guarantee you they catch this ball for a first down. I don't care what quarterback it is. I just have that feeling that, what I mean? And I'd be right. Every time it's 3rd and this, we can't stop nobody, And as far as Chase Young, it's just a matter of time. Be patient with him. It's his 2nd year. It's gonna be one game where he break that thing open, where he just 2 sacks, forced fumble, like it's coming. The dude is a baller. It's just a matter of time. He's getting there. It's just like he got this hesitation thing where he's not sure if he want to blow you up, knock the ball free. He's hesitating. He needs to just play fast. You know, get more than that just speed burst to the outside. That ain't working. You gotta give him a and cut in or something, sweep under. You know what I mean? You got to do something different, bro. You can't just beat everybody off the edge with the speed because all they doing is the team. You see what the one team did to us? The whole line just side swiped us and let us run past them. You know, it's like they knew. Everybody just pulled the rug underneath of us, man. So yeah, we got to figure out something, man. I don't know if we need to get in the film room and just do something different. Things need to change.
Yeah, he's got to do a spin move. The whole Marcus Spears video where he was talking about Chase Young and them being I don't know if it's them being selfish, but it's just predictable. Him and Montez Sweat go from the and Montez Sweat has had a solid season. He's got 3 sacks right now, so he's on pace. If he keeps it up, he'll have what 12, 13 sacks on the season. We'll see if he can keep it up. I think he will. I'm still a believer in Chase Young. You know, we saw in the interview he told if somebody's BSing, tell me. So we got to see him go out there and make something happen. But how about you, Warpath?
Yeah, so I'm like all these other people who said, we should have drafted Chase Young. We should have got a quarterback, and Justin Herbert was like anybody that says that is a daggone liar, right? Because it was all about Tua. But with that being said, yeah, I mean, I get Chase is going through the struggle, but that's what it is about being in the NFL. People figure you out, and it's how you buck back. And right now he's not bucking back, and it looks like, and you got to think this guy's probably got something in the back of his head because the last opportunities that he's had to really get a sack, the officials have delayed a flag on him. It's like hockey. There was a delayed penalty. What did Clay Martin's crew do? We thought it was over with. We thought Washington the offense was on the field. And then they wait, 3 minutes? Like 3 minutes in real time. And they were like, rough and passer. The Giants, same thing. Chase had him. He looks back. He said, we're good. Scott Novak pulls that flag out. Yep, you got you. Like if Chase had me, Chase screwed himself out of that one because having to look back, he would have had it. I'm like Kenny. It's going to come. You look at Khalil Mack, right? I think through the first 3 games of his sophomore season, he didn't have a sack. He wound up having like 13 sacks in that season. Mm-hmm. So it can't come, to your point, Ed. As for the secondary, I have no idea why we aren't seeing more of Cam Curl and why we don't see DeShazer Everett out there, because they were the best combo that we had. And I honestly don't know why you just don't bring up Jeremy Reeves off the practice squad, because with those 3 guys in there, they were all right last year. Mm-hmm. They may not be the best, but they were all right. They were serviceable. Cam Curl was your second leading tackler last year. By far better than anything Landon puts out there. And anybody else with it. Put his in the box.
Interceptions too. And he was getting interceptions too.
Exactly.
And I'll say DeShazer Everett. At least DeShazer Everett will scare somebody.
He'll scare somebody. And that's what you need. Mm-hmm. Like, these guys aren't doing it. Bobby McCain, what are you trying to do? You're trying to scare the media? They don't cover you out there on the field. You're not covering them on the field. What's Landon doing? Kendall? Like, what are you guys doing, man? Like, they gotta have come to Jesus meeting. And Chris Harris, who has been touted as a future defensive coordinator candidate, what you doing, bro? This is your secondary.
Yeah, the secondary has been putrid. I mean, like you said, we're 31st on 3rd down defense. It's been a regression. We got to play some different guys. Some people might have to get benched. Jeremy Reeves has to get promoted. DeShazer Everett needs to play and scare somebody. I don't care if it's a helmet to helmet. At least you're doing something. At least you're making an impact on the game. We saw what he did to CeeDee Lamb last year. Receivers like that were scared to come across the middle. So we just got to switch something up. We don't put fear in people's eyes like we did last year. And I know the quarterbacks we played last year were bad. Andy Dalton's of the world and stuff like that. But at least we played with some pride. This year we got guys running wide open for wide open touchdowns. But Big Money Sonny, thank you for the donation. He said, "What's cracking at number one? Injuries are a problem, but next man up. Number two, our secondary is cheats. Let's be real. Number three, I heard Ron Rivera is suiting up as linebacker. Number four, offensive line. Show him some love. Number five, special teams mine is Hopkins. So thank you for the donation, Big Money Sonny. Man, you spitting facts right there, all facts. I mean, I don't disagree with anything you said. The offensive line has been really good. Sam Cosmi has been a great. I'm not gonna say a surprise, but he's been playing with Eric Flowers. Got to give him his props. Even with Sheriff out, I'm really not too concerned because we got guys that can step. Eric Flowers has played well. Leno has played better. Leno wasn't great the first game. Got Fitzpatrick hurt, but other than that, Leno's been pretty solid. So. Real talk with Oscar, that's my guy. He's a channel member as well. He couldn't make it tonight. He's doing his finals or doing his school thing. So he says it seems that me being a Russian judge is you were the Russian judge. You were sure you definitely were. And you might be right. You might be right. I think Warpath had a bad record too. I can't remember, but a Russian judge justified the way this defense is playing. Sorry, I can't be there, Elijah. We'll get you on the next one, man. Hopefully we're over 500. And then VJ, this is Tua. I'm not gonna ask you guys about Tua because I don't even think that rumor is realistic, to be honest with you. But before we wrap up, because we do gotta head out. The Wizards game is coming up at 8:00, so I gotta get on that. Even though it's preseason, we're talking about preseason. I gotta get ready for that. Fat American, thank you for the donation. He says gotta give John Masco credit, and special teams. DeAndre Carter, gotta give him his credit. John Bates had a hell of a block on that kick return as well. And John Masco, the offensive line coach, he's done a great job.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a lot of big names or high paid players on the line right now, other than Brandon Sheriff and maybe Chase Rouillet. But other than that, we got a lot of low key guys on 1 year deals, Wes Schweitzer, guys like Eric Flowers and guys like that, and they're balling right now. So I do want to do a quick schedule prediction. These 4 games coming up are huge, and I want to get you guys keys to victory against the Saints, and we'll get a score prediction, and then we're gonna wrap up here. We'll get ready for the Wizards game. So real quick, just give me your prediction for the next 4 games, because this is make or break here. We got the Saints on Sunday, the Chiefs, Packers, Aaron Rodgers, Pat Mahomes. Jameis Winston has not been playing well so far. Their pass offense yards per game is like 31st in the league. He's been more of a game manager because he's scared to throw interceptions. You know that narrative on him. He's got the eye surgery, 30 for 30. He's been scared to throw interceptions. So he's been more of a game manager and letting their defense control the game. They just lost to the Giants, so it's a winnable game, in my opinion. And then we got the Broncos with Teddy Bridgewater before the bye week, and then we play Tom Brady and the Buccaneers at home. So, Kenny, I'll let you go first. Give me your keys to victory against the Saints, a score prediction, and then just quickly, how do you think we're going to do in these next 4 games?
With the Saints, the defense going to have to play better. I do predict they might play better. I feel like maybe they throw some people that's been on the sideline on the bench in the game. Maybe Jamin Davis flashes this game. I do think we win this game. Close score though. I would say 27-24. And as for the rest of the games,
did you pick us to win, or did you pick us to win?
Yeah, we're gonna win. We probably will beat the Saints. That's probably the best chance we have. That's the only team we might beat these next 4. You know what I mean? Because we have Green Bay, like you said. We have Pat Mahomes. But you know what? The Chiefs' defense is terrible. So we might get lucky. We might get lucky. But if I'm a gambling man, I would leave all of the games alone. Every single one, I will leave them alone because we can lose every single one. We can win them. We can win some up. We ain't beating Green Bay. I doubt that.
Yeah, Green Bay. For some reason, we play well against them. Kirk Cousins had that crazy game against them. Alex Smith beat them. So for some weird reason, we play good against Green Bay. I don't know if we're gonna win that game, but I got to see the Saints game how we play. But how about you, Warpath?
Yeah, I think as far as on Sunday, you got to get pressure to the quarterback, right? And you got to take it. You got to not these off schedule plays, right? With Taysom Hill, you can't let him take. You can't let them take advantage of defense right there. Good thing is they don't have their best wide receiver out there right now, right? Old boy from Ohio State, and then Kamara. See what he gonna do. Because really, I haven't heard y'all heard that much out of Alvin this year.
He didn't get a target against the Giants yesterday.
He's been getting money. He's been getting money. I've been watching.
He's been balling. The Giants game, he didn't get a lot of targets. That's probably why they lost, because they didn't get.
I mean, you mean to tell me that the Giants, who held them to like 21 points, we can't do that? I'm just saying, on the road. That I mean, this game is more must win than the Falcons game, I think, because you're going to need a buffer. And y'all know how I hate looking ahead. But then you got Kansas Kitty coming up in here, who they lost to the Chargers, right? And then
Kansas Kitty.
Yeah, Kansas Kitty now. Anyway.
You almost got away with it too.
Yeah, I almost got away with it. See, you're wrong for that, Ed. You're wrong for that. But that's for that Deshaun Watson one a couple months ago. But yeah, I mean, Washington can score. That's not their problem. They can't stop nobody. Philly put 30 points up on this team.
Yeah, that's right.
And then the Chargers, who, for all intents and purposes, right? And Antonio Gibson don't fumble that ball.
Yeah.
We might be coming out with a dub.
Preach.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm not saying we're going to win that game, but I don't be surprised if it's more competitive. I do think at this point in time, I think Buffalo's a better team than Kansas City is.
That's right.
Far and away. Can't wait to see that game on Thursday. I think this is Thursday night game. Who else we got? Green Bay. Y'all, I'll be doing the game live, but just y'all go to the supermarket and do what you got to do. Take care of your business. Aaron Rodgers gonna light us up like the Great Pumpkin, and then the biggest frauds in the NFL live in Denver. Washington will kick their teeth in.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna say it right now. Write it down. We will kick their teeth in. If we're healthy, kick in the Broncos' teeth. I didn't blink. I didn't stutter. They'll beat them 2-2. Give it to me. The bookends of this quarter. So
now Teddy B has been balling against bad teams. They play the Giants and they play the Texans.
They played the Giants and the Jets.
He's hurt.
They played the Texans too.
He hurt too.
I think they played the Texans. I could be wrong, but I know they played some bad teams. The Giants.
Yeah, they played some garbage team. Yeah. They played like roast beef Tech one game.
And Teddy B has played well, but Drew Lock got in there at the end of the game. We might be playing against Drew Lock, which I would love to.
I would love it.
But at the same time, I can't say any quarterback is bad because the way we play, the quarterbacks have let us up. It can be Matt Ryan didn't have a good game until he played against us. Mm-hmm. But my keys to victory, like y'all said, pass rush. We got to get some pass rush in there. Chase Young's got to wake up. We need Chase Young to wake up and have a big game. Terry, keep doing what you're doing. Taylor, keep doing what you're doing. Just can't throw the floaters. Keep doing the YOLO. You only live once. But these safeties, they're going to start catching some of these interceptions. So he's got to be smart with the football. You got to use your legs. Be the legend of Taylor Heinicke that you are. The turnover battle, got to get off the field on third down. Defense got to and run the ball. Antonio Gibson, McKissick, Patterson. We got to get a balance running attack. But we got to get to Jameis. We got to stop Taysom Hill. We cannot let a tight end and Taysom Hill run all over us and even throw the ball on us. So we got to do that. Dustin Hopkins, we didn't talk a lot about Dustin Hopkins. We don't want to waste too much time on him anyway. But if the situation does come down to him, and it's a home game, hopefully the weather is good on Sunday. I don't know if any of you guys are going to the game. But we just need Dustin to make at least the ones that are 40 yards in. He's got to make it. And I think, honestly, yeah, I know, Warp. I know. But Ron might have to seriously consider going for 2 on some of these and also going for more. Unfortunately, when we're on the 45 and it's like a 50-yard field goal, we might have to just go for it. If he's going to stick with Dustin, we might have to. If it's 4th and 5, we might just have to go for it rather than trusting Dustin Hopkins on a 50-yard field goal. It's been that bad. It's that bad to the point where, honestly, he shouldn't be on the roster. The Saints actually released their kicker, and guess who the Saints just signed as a kicker?
Who?
Cody Parkey, the guy who missed the kick against the Eagles, the double doink kick from the Bears. So that can work in our favor too. So special teams is going to be huge. DeAndre Carter's going to help us out too. He's got to give us some good field position. So I do have us winning against the Saints. I got to be in 26-23. And I got us losing to the Chiefs. I got us losing to the Packers, but I do have us beating the Broncos. So I got us being 2-2, 2-2 right now, and I got us being 4-4 at the bye week. I got us being 4-4, and we play the Buccaneers, Panthers. If we can go 4-4 in the bye week, I think we can make a push in some way, somehow, make the wild card. If we can get the bye week 4-4, I think it's possible. I'll say that. But all right, you guys, thank you guys for listening to the stream. Make sure you guys sub up Warpath. Make sure you guys sub up Kenny. He's got some good basketball content coming up. Warpath, I'll be on his channel tomorrow night. So thank you guys for coming on, man. Everybody have a good one. Peace. Healthy football team.